Hey, what's up, Nerd Squad? We're back with another NFL record prediction. Before I get started, make sure to smash that like button, be sure to subscribe, and follow the Instagram in the description below. I will be posting more frequently on Instagram, mostly when I go live, but I also post polls about football in there. So definitely be sure to follow the Instagram. We have a lot of fun on there. Let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be predicting the New York Jets 2021 record. I will say right off the bat, I really love the direction the Jets are headed. Okay, Robert Saleh, I think, is going to be a home run of a head coach for you guys. Your offensive line is really improving. I love the trade up for Elijah Vera Tucker. That was a really good move. And in the 2020 draft, Mekhi Becton was my highest graded tackle, and I thought that was also a home run move. I do really like Zach Wilson. The D line looks really good right now. I think there's a lot to be excited about. Okay, so before I do any predictions, I just want to say that I will also say that because it's such a young team and there's a rookie quarterback that hasn't really played at all yet, there's going to be some games lost, but I do think they'll be very competitive in every game. Yes, even games like the Saints and Patriots and Colts and Buccaneers, they'll be competitive, okay? I think it's going to be a lot like the Panthers of 2020, where, yeah, they had a lot of talent. They put up a pretty fair amount of points on the board and were competitive in every game. They just couldn't finish it. So I think the Jets are going to be a lot like that. So before any Jets fans roast me in the comments, just know I like the direction you're headed, but I just don't think this is... I don't think you're quite there. So, starting off week 1, we have a revenge game for Sam Darnold. I'm going to go with the Panthers here. I think this game will actually be a little bit closer than a lot of people think. Before the draft, I was looking at it and was like, Panthers are going to destroy the Jets. But I really looked more into the Jets roster. They've got some good pieces. I think it'll be a close game. I do really like Zach Wilson though too. So I think the Panthers pull it off, but it'll be a close game. I do have the Patriots actually sweeping the Jets. Patriots are just a more complete team. Bill Belichick is a more experienced head coach. He knows how to make his team win, even if they aren't the most talented. So, yeah, Patriots, I think, will sweep the Jets. They'll be close. They'll be closer games. Neither one of them are going to be blowouts, but I do think the Patriots will sweep. Jets at Broncos. I'll be honest. Yeah, I like the Broncos defense. But I'm really not that high on the rest of their roster. Their quarterbacks right now are Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock. Okay? I do like the move to get Javonte Williams, but I'm not real confident in really any piece of that offense. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler could probably be pretty good. Noah Fant is really good. But I don't think they're ever gonna win a Super Bowl again with their current head coach. I think the Jets are a better team, and I think Robert Saleh is going to be the better coach. So I think the Jets win this one. Going into week 4 against the Titans, I have this funny feeling with this game, okay? The Jets have a really good defensive line and actually pretty solid linebackers, okay? This is also early enough in the season that Derrick Henry usually hasn't started rolling yet. It's usually around week 13 and 14 that he really gets dominant. And I don't know, I just have this strange feeling that the Jets are going to pull off the upset here. It's not one I'd be super confident in, but I have this feeling. Then going into week 5, Jets at Falcons. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah. Falcons are probably going to lose Julio Jones. And I don't like their defense. Their defense still has a ton of holes. They actually lost DeMonte KZ and Keanu Neal. They also lost that one edge rusher, Tack McKinley. I mean, Falcons defense just isn't going to be good enough to do it this year. I don't think they're going to be really that competitive. Oh, sorry. They'll be a competitive team, but because of their offense. I really don't see really any real bright spot with their defense. And honestly, I could see the Jets taking the win here. Yeah, the Falcons' offense is really good, and I could see it going either way. But, I think with the Falcons' depleted offensive line, as well as, their bad defense and losing Julio Jones, I just don't think they're going to be really that fantastic of a team this year. So I think the Jets win. Jumping to week 8, we have the Bengals at the Jets, and this is a tough one. Bengals I could see actually coming back and winning a few games this year. Well, if Joe Burrow stays healthy, of course. But I think they messed up really bad in not getting Penei Sewell. They really need the protection for Joe Burrow, and I'm really not confident in their defense either. They did get Trey Hendrickson, but their defense still just isn't that good. And I'm not sure about Zach Taylor as a head coach either. I think I'm going to go the Jets here. I think I'm going to have the Jets beat the Bengals. So then going into week 9, playing at the Colts. I'm sorry, I think the Colts are just too good of a team right now. Carson Wentz being reunited with Frank Reich, that's the system that he, as a rookie and in his second year, played like a borderline MVP. And the Colts have a good offensive line and pretty decent weapons as well. I'm going to go the Colts here. But again, I think that'll be a pretty defensive and close game. But I think the protection for Carson Wentz is going to be, just good enough to win the Colts this game. Then week 10, I'm sorry, I think the Bills are going to sweep the Jets. Bills are one of maybe the best team in the AFC. I think they're really up there with the Kansas City Chiefs. Their offense is just getting better and better. I love their head coach. Their defense still has a lot of talent. I know it's not quite what it was from the 2019 season, but it's still really good. It's still really, really good. And I just don't think the Jets are going to be quite there to compete with a rookie quarterback. But I do think some Zach Wilson and Josh Allen matchups are going to be really, really fun to watch. I will say, so week 11, Dolphins at Jets. In the Dolphins prediction, I did actually have the Dolphins sweeping the Jets. But again, you know, as I thought about it more, as I thought about it more and looked at rosters a lot more, the Jets' D-line really outmatches the Dolphins' O-line. I'm not super high on that Dolphins offensive line. And I think that's going to be just enough for the Jets to split with the Dolphins. It's going to be close. It's going to be a close matchup both times, I think. But I think the Jets win at home and then lose in Miami. I think it'll be a close game, though. Then we have the Jets at Texans. Guys, plain and simple, if Deshaun Watson's not playing, this Texans team is going to be dog shit. Pardon my language, but they have no defense. I'm not confident in David Culley as a head coach. They did, nothing good this offseason. Their only bright spot right now is their wide receivers and Phillip Lindsay. I see nothing else good for that team right now. Jets should get a pretty convincing win here. Going into week 13, we have the Eagles at the Jets. This is a game I could really see going either way. This is a game that really, if we knew what Jalen Hurts was going to be, this is one that, would give me a more defining answer, because I think he's going to be the X factor for this game. I personally am a little bit higher on Jalen Hurts. I think he's talented. I think he can be the guy for Philadelphia. I'm not sure if the Eagles are going to be a very good team this year, because their roster is getting rather old. They are still rebuilding. Their offensive line is kind of depleted. I did like the Landon Dickerson pick, though. That was a really smart move. But overall, I'm just not completely sure about the Eagles. I'm not quite sure what they'll be. But I think Jalen Hurts will have a good enough year. And I think the Eagles take this one. It's going to be close. I could see the Jets taking it, but I don't know. I feel like the Eagles are gonna pull this out in a defensive battle. Then the Saints at the Jets. I've mentioned before, I don't think the Saints are going to be the same team they have been in recent years. Losing Drew Brees was really big. I know people say, well, he can't, he wasn't able to launch the football down the field, like he used to. But he still had pinpoint accuracy. He still led that offense better than just about anybody could. His accuracy was impeccable. They, even with Jameis Winston, yeah, it might give it a little bit more explosiveness. But the accuracy isn't going to be there. I see a lot more interceptions coming. And it's not going to be another 30 interception season for him. But I could see 15, 16 interceptions from Jameis. I also don't think the Saints' defense will be as good as it has been. Malcolm Jenkins is 35 now. They lost Trey Hendrickson. I want to say, didn't they lose Marcus Davenport? I'm pretty sure they lost Marcus Davenport. I could be wrong about that, though. Cam Jordan is coming off, one of the not as good years of his career, and he's getting, I want to say he's going to be 33 this year, I think. 32 or 33. And they lost Janoris Jenkins. That defense is just not going to be what it used to. And I personally didn't think the Saints had that good of a draft either. This is going to be a tough game. I think the Saints win because of Sean Payton, though. Sean Payton still knows how to get the best out of his guys and, knows how to get his guys to win. So, it'll be a close game. But Sean Payton's just the better coach. So, then going to week 16, we have the Jags at the Jets. I also like the direction the Jags are going, but they, I think, have more defensive holes than the Jets do, and I'm not really sure I'm sold on Urban Meyer as a head coach in the NFL. I mean, it worked just fine in college, but college and the NFL are two different games. I'm not quite sure he's going to be the guy for Jacksonville. I think the New York Jets will end up taking the win here. And then they're playing the Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you already know what it is. Tom Brady and their defense is going to go down. The Jets are going to win it. No, I'm just kidding, guys. The Bucs are going to win it. I wish I could say otherwise. I wish this was something I could say, the Jets are going to pull off an upset for. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Bucs, this is probably the biggest lock on the season I can give, though. But I don't think the Jets are going to beat the Bucs. But overall, I have the Jets with a 7-10 record. I mean, I think their floor is probably around 5 wins, with their ceiling around 9 wins. I really love the direction the Jets are going. I think within a couple of years, they're going to be a strong contender. I think they're really headed in the right direction. But again, guys, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe and watch future NFL predictions. Follow the Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Later.